Hey guys, so I am driving right now, of course, but I just wanted to start the video by saying that I didn't mention in my last video, but all the rear subframe work, the replacement of the subframe itself and all those control arms and the springs, flex pipe, and that new exhaust tip, that was all my friend Nate. I did not have the tools to do such a job. I mean, I do have quite a few tools, but to get some of them rusty bolts out, I don't think I have the proper tools to even do that right. So I had him do it. So I just wanted to give him credit for the work, and so that I'm not taking away from his work and his credibility and his business, because he just started his own business. His business name is Handerbilt Customs, and if you want to find out more about it, just look him up on Facebook, and you should be able to find everything you need on there. He does very good work. He's very he backs all of his work, so if anything were to be wrong or whatever, which never really happens with him, he does everything right, then he would make it right. So Handerbilt Customs, check him out. Okay, open the garage, but man, you're looking at it from far away in the dark, tires look tiny, but anyway, I got kind of hard to see, but there's an energy suspension sticker back there. Show you guys in a minute. I gotta get inside, man. This wind is brutal. We're getting hit with like 30 to 40 mile an hour winds, and sometimes like 50 mile an hour wind gusts. So it's quite windy. I'm gonna back this in the garage, hopefully straight, because I backed it up in there earlier and it was crooked as hell. I need it in here straight. Ugh. Be straight? Okay, well, hold on a sec. Okay, I don't know why I have a hard time parking this tiny car in here, but it's kind of annoying. And I was a little bit too far back. That's fine. Okay. Well, I'm inside. Yep, good to be home. I threw one of the stickers on the back here, and then I also went ahead and put it actually down here. It fit perfect down there, actually. I was surprised. Yeah. And I even got one over here. It started seeming to be like maybe it's too much. But yeah. Anyways. Okay, guys, so I have said it before in one of my videos, but I am not a full-fledged mechanic. I just work on anything I know how to, or supposedly, anything I think that I'll be able to fix, I will try to fix it. So when I tried to do that EGR valve last night, I thought that'd be simple. I mean, it is simple, but getting that rusted nut off, not so simple. So I don't have a torch to heat it up enough to even break it loose, and so I tried WD-40. That didn't work. So my next option is to go get one of them little MAP. It's like a portable torch. It gets pretty hot, actually. A portable MAP torch and use that, or have an actual mechanic fix it. But that's the embarrassing part. Being a car guy like, myself, I don't really like taking my car to shops to have it fixed because it makes me feel inferior, which I guess I kind of am in the mechanic side of things. So, but I would like to fix it myself, and I will probably try again. I will probably try again after I get an actual torch to heat it up. And maybe an actual wrench that's big enough to fit around that nut, because as of right now, the tools I have are not working. So, that being said, I will try get a torch to heat it up and an actual wrench to try break that nut loose. If that don't work, I will probably have an actual shop fix it. I mean, it doesn't need to be fixed because the car runs fine. But I kind of want the check engine light gone. So, also another thing about my little job last night, it ended up being, I actually ended up making it worse. And that's pretty embarrassing to say, but it happened. Things happen. And I'm sure it's happened to a lot of other people, but I went to start the car this morning and it was idling very rough, sputtering. I thought it was like a random misfire because it almost sounded like it was cammed, kind of like my Pontiac. It was going blah 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 blah, the cam sound. So I was like, okay, I scanned the codes and of course I had the EGR valve codes from before, but then on top of that, I had 3 more codes that I didn't have before. One code for oxygen sensor 1, another code for the second oxygen sensor, and then a lead code. I was like, great. Now what? So I talked to my friends in our group chat, and my friend who actually owns his business, Handerbuilt, told me to try cleaning the MAF sensor and then also check for vacuum leaks. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. A vacuum leak could be sucking in more air and throwing sensors off and making it run lean. So when I got home from work, I took the intake tube off and I took the MAF out and I took some mass airflow sensor cleaner, which they actually use this stuff right here, mass airflow sensor cleaner. So sprayed that down, and then I actually tightened down the 2 bolts that hold the EGR valve on because they were not tight. And then I took some pliers and tightened the hose down all the way because it wasn't all the way on, but I pushed it down on it as far as I could with my hand. It wasn't touching the base of the sensor, but I figured it was on there enough. So I did all that. Also disconnected the battery for the work on it. And once the sensor was dry, I put the intake tube back on, bolted that on. Then I put the mass airflow sensor back on. And the air box, and then reconnected the battery, fired it up, mint. So it was probably I'm sure one of them was probably dirty mass airflow sensor, and then the other one probably was the fact that the EGR valve was not bolted on all the way. Probably could have been escaping, or exhaust gases escaping, and maybe creating more vacuum. I don't know. But yeah, car runs good now, as it did before. So, it didn't really work too late tonight, so I think I'm just gonna relax. And I just wanted to make this quick video to, as I said before, give my friend credit because he deserves it. Does a very good job. And I'll probably go to him in the future because I will need him to work on my Pontiac. Because I told him I would have him build my engine for the Pontiac, just because he did such a good job with the first one, and I would trust him to do this engine and tune it. He does tuning as well. Pretty much anything that you need him to do, he can do it. So hit him up, guys. So anyway, I'll be heading out in here for a little while. Then I'll head inside, shower, relax, and then get ready for the next day. So, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.